Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to make elderberry syrup. Out of those elderberries we picked in Washington State. Elderberry syrup, as you know, is very good for things like colds and flus. And so we are going to make our own. First we start out with 3.5 cups of water in our pot. And then I have a cup and a third of fresh elderberries. Now you can make these out of dried elderberries too, but we're doing fresh since that's what we've got. I need a teaspoon of cinnamon. Of course, now all these spices that are being put in here are not just to make it taste nice, because they also have their own unique properties that will help with colds and everything. Oh, this is a new jar, I think, so nope. Okay, and then we need half a teaspoon of cloves. And then it calls for 2 tablespoons of grated ginger. I don't have any. So I am going to put a tablespoon of ginger in here, close enough to it that I can, there we go, close enough. Okay, so now we will turn this on. And basically now what we have to do, I gotta look at my little phone here, is bring it to a boil, which I need to put this on high, and then we'll cover it up and let it simmer for quite a while, because it's got to all cook together and get the elderberries all nice and smashed. So basically we will get this going, and then we'll come back and show you what it looks like when we get to the next step. See you in a bit. Okay, so we're back. Our elderberries have cooled down and whatever, so I'm going to put them in my ricer. If you don't have a ricer, squish them with a spoon or whatever and put them through, strain them through like a coffee filter or cheesecloth, whatever you have available. And I'm going to do them in my ricer here and kind of squish the berries around a little bit, get some more of that good stuff out of there. We just don't want the skins and the berry and the seeds. So let me switch here. Okay, now we have raw honey, and I've got a cup of raw honey to mix in here. And stir that up. This is still a tad bit runny, but if you wanted to cook it down more, I suppose you could. So what I'm going to do is I have all these little Tupperwares, or like little individual shot glass type things. That would be good for individual doses when it's, so I'm gonna pour some in here, and I'm gonna leave headroom because I am going to freeze mine. I'm going to set them aside and I'm going to freeze them so that I have them available for the next season. Because usually, you know, otherwise if you just have it sit in the fridge, it's only going to last so long before it starts to go bad. But if you freeze it, you can just take them out and thaw them whenever you need them. You could put them in ice cube tray, and then once they're frozen, pop out the individual ice cubes and put them in a baggie, and then that way you could just thaw out a ice cube a day or whatever. And my lovely cloth that I use for my videos is getting even more stained as we go by. That's okay. So, as you can see, this little recipe makes actually quite a little bit of this stuff. You know what you could even do? I think at either Costco or Michael's or something, you can get those little plastic cups with the little lids for like condiments and stuff, and those would also be cheaper than the Tupperware, but you could get a lot more of them, and those would definitely be one dose shots. Actually, I think I actually might have some over there in that tub back there, Chris. Oh, here it is. Because these are about, let me look here. Well, it says if I would have filled it clear up to the top, 60 milliliters, which is quite a bit. No, they're clear plastic with little lids. I might not, I'll have to look for them another time. And then we can put the rest of this in a glass jar. Okay, so what I ended up finding was these little half jelly jars. And perfect. There's still some honey here, so we'll kind of so these two will go in the fridge, and I've got the little labels here that come with the little jars that I'll label elderberry syrup. And all these little guys will go in the freezer to freeze. So we got, let's see, these are 4 ounces each, and these are probably 2. So we got 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, about 26 ounces of syrup. And realistically, one of these is probably actually too much for one person at one time. You could probably get 2 or 3 days worth of it, because you only need a spoonful or so. Anyway, a fast and easy way to do this, and it'll definitely save you some money from buying it at the store. So there you go. It's very simple. It just takes a little time to cook it down, and we have quite a lot of beautiful elderberry syrup. We'll talk to you later.